Hi everyone, Corbin Gaming wants to ask us a survey, and this is how I would answer uh, his questions if I was allowed to. AQ recently celebrated its 20th anniversary, and with it came an influx of new and returning players. As such, I feel that now is the best time to conduct a survey to better help the staff as well as the rest of the veteran players understand where the community stands with regards to the direction of the game. I feel that this is very important in not only helping the staff to create a game that players want to play, but also help the community understand what are the most important things to them as a whole. Many good games out there conduct surveys from time to time to gauge player satisfaction and improve the game, and AQ shouldn't be the exception. In order to make the survey as full and as representative as possible, it has to be done in-game, not on the forums, Discord, or any other platform, because there are many players who may not use such platforms. A small reward of example, 1,000 tokens should be given out upon completion to encourage participation. The survey should also be limited to one entry per account, not character, with the added restriction of only allowing accounts that are older than 30 days to participate to prevent skewing of results as much as possible. I personally feel that the overall results should also be publicized for everyone to see the transparency, and it should be updated in real time if possible. Unlike group data should be shown with no personally identifiable data. Questions that have scale can show an average number as the result. Here are some sample questions that I have in mind. Yes, they are mostly multiple choice, so it is easier to collate results as well as making it easier to complete. General. If I were to answer his questions, I am satisfied with the current state of the game. 1 through 10, 1 being least satisfied, 5 being most satisfied. Because I have spent so much money in the game, and some items I bought in the past keep getting nerfed, I might rate the game as a 5. That's other players' major gripe about the game, the whales like me who have spent so much money in it. That's in between. How much have you spent on AQ in total? $0. Very few players are a 0. Alright, bought Guardian. I have bought Guardian. Bought Guardian in a few small packages, total 200. I have spent more than that. Bought Guardian in some packages occasionally, 500. I have bought more than that. Bought Guardian in multiple big packages. That's me, 1,000 plus over the years. It discourages me from wanting to buy from AQ when all the money I spent on AQ right then and there threatens to get nerfed every time the devs want to balance out the game. This is a short example of what my power level in the game is like. Got up everything, world records. I spent a lot of money on 3 in all Sky Castle Mansion estates. And not just on the stage, but the housing products, and these are the walls, so that I could go to war. Look at all these weapons, ammo's, shields. A lot of them came from the golden get boxes. A lot of them were Z token packages. I'm not kidding, this is one character. When it comes to weapons, they're almost completely filled up. Same with spells, same with pets, same with mess. And look at my house paintings, which I needed to spend Z tokens on. House goggs, that was Z tokens, and swimming in witches because I spent that much time playing the game. As well as titles and mere disguises. I have other occasionally cost Z tokens as well. Look at that. This is Bobkiss, my other character. Same thing. I spent more total than 98% of the player base. So when I come to an actual opinion, it's most apt to be accurate. Not tooting my own whistle there. Vessel of the Fray. Get where that came from. Another Sky Castle Mansion mistake. A shared vault between the players. A lot of this was Z tokens. Spells, pets, miscellaneous items, house guards, titles. And what do you know, I have Bobcast too. Look at all that crap. Bobcast is a lot newer character than everyone else. But he's still quite powerful. A lot of this was the token packages, and oh yeah, I also have a shared vault between players, and look, weapons. My shared vault is completely filled up right now. No space in my shared vault unless I were to transport that stuff to my other characters. It's a lot of work putting this together. I don't create another character unless I really had to. Back to survey. On average, how much time do you spend playing a queue? With me, usually half an hour, but on occasion it's sometimes an hour. So if I had bought Steam packages for $20, I would be spending sometimes on Steam games 16 hours, and on average, if I spend about 1 hour, half an hour, 1 hour each week playing Adventure Quest, and I spent $20 on a Z token package, or maybe $50, and I'm only on there for uh, 1 hour or maybe even half an hour playing Adventure Quest. Yet I'd buy a Steam game or maybe a 20-pack Steam games for or bundle. I'm spending more hours playing Steam than I am Adventure Quest. Mathematically, if I use the same $50 from my bank account to spend it on Steam instead of AQ. Mathematically, this doesn't make sense to spenders like me, and when I do spend money in AQ, I can, because of the balances that they're implementing, balancing the game lately, which translates to nerfing the equipment and items that I buy in the game that cost real money. It doesn't make mathematical sense logically that I'm spending this much money in Adventure Quest when I would get a much better deal spending the money elsewhere on Steam. Rate the difficulty of getting gold, scale 1 to 10, 1 being easiest, 10 being hardest. Not that hard for a veteran player like me, to tell you the truth, but nowadays they have implemented something where they won't let you, where you're playing Adventure Quest and you can't go use a level 110 character to level up as you're supposed to against a level 150 Saluna anymore. You won't get the full experience for your kills anymore as a new and returning player, and this kind of tear-jerks me. So, not saying this for myself, but saying this for other players. 5. The difficulty of leveling up 5 as well. Because of the level scaling, I don't get the full experience anymore for being a level 100 or gold for being a level 110 character that beats a level 150 Saluna anymore. Rate the difficulty of finding game information, e.g. quest, monster, item info, scale 1 to 10, 1 being easiest, 10 being hardest. That's either for me a 7 or an 8 because it's not as easy as it used to be, and I try looking up an item, I can't find it like I'm like a long time ago players like me once were able to do in the past. Sorry. I know what to do in progress in game scale 1 to 10, 1 not knowing anything, 10 knowing exactly what to do. I almost know exactly what to do because I'm a veteran player in this game. I almost always know exactly what to do. Exactly what I do is I use kindred items, I use Book of Bones, I use Wear Prey. Those are my 3 go-to items always when the game gets a little hard for me. Beyond that, it doesn't take much brains to figure out how to beat most bosses. So, 8. I feel I need to spend money to progress in the game. Scale 1 to 10. 1 being no need at all, 10 being a necessity. Most of the time, there are good enough items to play for the game for free without needing to spend a lot of money. So, maybe a 3, to be honest. My opinion. I want to spend money on the game scale from 1 to 10. 1 being no urge to spend, 10 being a strong urge to spend. Nowadays, it's at a 5 for me because of all this nerfing and all this balancing. Same with other wheels in the game. I'd recommend this game to my family and friends. The sad answer to that is not anymore. By today's standards, 2D graphics is considered lame to most players, and my brothers would rather play old-fashioned World of Warcraft than play AdventureCraft because World of Warcraft 2D, by those standards, is a far more better game than what AdventureCraft is, especially with all its nerfing. No. The length of quest on average are just nice. The difficulty of quest on average are just nice on average. The dialogue in quest on average are just nice. The dialogue in quest on average are just nice. The animations in quest are just nice. The animations in quest on average are okay. Well, possibly very good for a 2D game. The gold rewards from quest on average are just nice. Mediocre, see? Most of this game is mediocre lately. The XP rewards from quest on average are just nice. Rate the item rewards from quest on average, scale 1 through 10, 1 being bad, 10 being amazing. The item rewards from quest are mediocre, lukewarm to someone like me that very oftentimes picks up reskins nowadays of the same items that I might have bought before in the golden gift boxes, as well as someplace else in the game, possibly for free. So 5, not amazing anymore to a veteran player like me. Rate the overall satisfaction of quest on average, scale of 1 to 10, 1 being least satisfied, 10 being most satisfied. Lately, content releases haven't been blowing me away. And occasionally it's a reskin of the same an updated the updated quest reskin of the same items that I bought before. So needing to redo a quest that I've already beaten to own items that now do something brand new that are reskins of updated versions of the same items that I already bought. Go through a quest all over again for something retro or something not brand new. 5 lately. This whole year, on average, it's been a 5. Looking at monsters now. Regular mobs in Quest on average are just nice. Regular mobs in Quest on average are just nice. Regular mobs and wolves on average are just nice. I don't join very many wars. I use my estate to do most of the fighting for me, so I wouldn't know for certain on this one. Boss monsters on average are just nice. Not too easy and not too hard most of the time. Weight, the overall satisfaction of monsters on average, scale 1 through 10, 1 being satisfied, 10 being least satisfied, 10 being most satisfied. Not too hard, not too easy, probably a 5. Between normal monsters and bosses, I'd rate it a 7 or an 8. Rate the difficulty of obtaining items from Quest on average, scale 1 through 10, 1 being easy, 10 being very hard. With me, it's a 1, very easy. Rate the art of items on average, probably between a 7 and an 8 with me. Rate the usability of items on average, scale 1 to 10, 1 being unusable, 10 being used everywhere. Except for a few items that stand out, most items of mine just go into the shared vault for when a situation arises that I would need to use them. So, surprisingly, that's a 3 with me. Most items are, especially the items that stun monsters, are kind of on the garbagey side when boss monsters nowadays have freedom status. Items that stun monsters aren't very good anymore. The most important thing I look for in an item is select 1. Good looking out and special animation. I could care less about reskins of items that do the exact same thing as another item. General usability for a wide variety of situations. Bingo! This is what I would be looking for as a veteran player. Being very good in some niche situations important to me, but this is the main one I would be focusing on as a veteran player. Free items should be weaker than other items, yes. Free items should be weaker than other items. Why am I spending money in the game to earn items if it's not stronger than a free-to-play item? Token and package items should be, my opinion as a veteran, stronger than other items. if it's not stronger even by a little bit more than the free-to-play items, then I don't know what this game is doing. Golden gift box items should be stronger than other items. Highlighted. That's my opinion as a veteran. Donation contest raffle code hero mode and other specialty items should be weaker than other items. Same as other items, stronger than other items. That is my opinion as a veteran. Stronger than the free-to-play items. Even though the free-to-play items are very oftentimes good in themselves. Maybe even a 7 out of 10 when you put them together. Free items are sufficient to clear content in the game. Scale 1 to 10, 1 being not good enough, 10 being good enough. I rate that as a 7 or an 8 for free players. And every now and then I'm a free player myself, but I have as a veteran player, I give another character of mine items and weapons that do nothing but scale to my character for free without needing to spend more money in the game. So I might have forgotten what it feels like to be a free-to-play player in many regards with the items and the weapons. I might have forgotten how that is supposed to feel, but I do know that it's a grind. Most of the time, you can equip a character a weapon, my opinion, and get through the quest as long as it's one of the 8 elements that enemy, the monster, might or might not be more resistant to or less resistant to. So that's probably an 8. In terms of about, I prefer items to be select 1. Always available, seasonally available, permanently rare. I choose always available. In terms of effects, I prefer items to be select 1. Always available, that's my choice. Items in the past, more than 5 years ago, are scale from 1 to 10, 1 being bad, 10 being amazing. The items in the game were far more amazing before these purple rain nerfs. I hate saying this as a veteran player. Still is playable enough getting through the game, but I no longer consider the items amazing, so I don't know, a 5. Some items that stood out anyways were really amazing back then when you could abuse or exploit purple rain. And the many Z token packages that came with purple rain. Items that stood out to me anyways, why I'm rating it a 5, used to be far more amazing without all these balance issues. Recent items within these 5 years are skill 1 to 10, 1 being bad, 10 being amazing. Five, just lukewarm, I guess. not amazing, not terrible either. Except for a very few items that come out. Veteran on my side. Rate the overall satisfaction of items on average, scale 1 through 10, 1 being bad, 10 being amazing. 5. Items in the game don't stand out to me anymore. It's not bad to me, a veteran like me. It's not good. That's how I feel about when it comes to the survey of his. Look at all this blah 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 blah. He's talking around things. He's not really addressing things. I don't even know what he's trying to say. I'm sorry, but he's a suck up for the moderators and devs that are building and coding the game. He will always say that whatever that the the devs or the coders are never wrong. Just because they built the game, because they're supposed to know more than the actual players like me that play the game. He does a lot of talking around when it comes to subjects, never addressing the subjects, and this is why a lot of the community from Core Band Gaming's Discord always hates him all the time. He makes up excuses all the time for the developers or coders of the game. And he's a public representative, and it isn't the best when my Discord doesn't seem to like Cray or this Lawkeeper very much. I'm sorry. See this? This is how I view these players playing Discord server, playing on Discord, as I view the players on Core Band's Discord server as being the goofy goober type of players. Just wanted to point this out that this is how I view them, because in many ways they act, Core Band Gaming's players on Discord server act very similar to goofy goobers. This right here is believed to be Core Band's evil twin that somehow this player, this is Core Band Gaming's secret evil twin, Sergeant Quack. And he says, review of Chinese monitor, and I am very angry, so he did something with it. At one point, I might address that Core Band has an evil twin, and look at my evil twin now in the game. See, this is my evil twin who looks a lot like Rob Lowe and has this Hitler mustache. This is what Big Blue Boy looks like in real life. Big Blue Boy looks exactly like me. And this story about Big Blue Boy, he's just a terrible monster that will make your skin crawl. You don't want to know what Big Blue Boy is like. In the real world, he looks exactly like me. He has this, he looks like Rob Lowe, same as I look like Rob Lowe, and he has this Hitler mustache going for him. He's really terrible news in the furry community. That's my evil twin. Big Boy Blue. He actually does exist. He got banned from Corbin Gaming's Discord because he was so out of line, and it seems that Big Boy Blue actually exists in the real world, believe it or not. Some of them are just crazy. Goofy Goobers, just like I said, and you want me to dive deeper into this? This is what it's like for players of the Discord server. You're going to explore this real quick. Welcome to announcements. I'm a moderator there. And I'm trying my best to be highly respected too. Warm hugs. World's live stream. This is what the king does. Free 1K APs if you knew what the right code. AE thanks you. That's right. Adventure Quest by his standards even doesn't thank you. It just wants to you over. The main thing I might care about the game as the players now, it's no longer as much to me about the game itself. Something I check in on every now and then. Sometimes this is what I tell other players. And off topic, I tell them that I tell players this: if you don't like Adventure Quest very much anymore because of all the nerfing, like this picture, and I'd be willing to give you the game's link in private tomorrow. It's free to play and will actually treat its players with respect. Like option 2, and start poking Satan in MS-DOS mode now. I gave players the option of poking Satan in MS-DOS mode because very oftentimes this is what I think of the game nowadays. Sometimes there are things I like about the game or don't like about the game. Every now and then you mix what you like about the game and don't like about the game. It feels like you're mixing water and dirt together and creating mud. Today my playthrough in My boy emulator finished already. Can I even like my post? I don't think I can, so why bother? Where's the like button? I can't even like this. Mod chat is maybe something private between me and Corbin, so I won't. I go to Joseph Williams. Off. Let's turn on camera. What does off-topic voice even do? I don't know. In Zoom chat, you can do screwy things with it. Show your screen, mute, the perfect emoji, and disconnect. I don't. Right now it's not working, so back to. Exit out of this. And you can make phone calls to other members. I guess disconnect. It's not working right. This is what AQ memes. The heart and soul of Adventure Quest is the AQ meme. So the players advertising, playing the games, your opinion, or advertising not to play the game. Okay. This is what I have to deal with all the time, and because too many players feel this way, I'm letting them get away with that. What they feel about saying this all the time about other players that have nothing to do with the Discord server that I'm supposed to manage as a mod. There's a lot of complaints about this goggs tavern, as you can clearly see. Math nerds. This mate keeps talking about don't touch my Doomlight sets. Modern bosses be like freedom. Don't know if this is a good advertisement to play Adventure Quest right now. This is what you're going to get into if you ever wanted to join Adventure Quest. it's more fun to make memes about Goggs Tavern and the current state of the game than actually play the game lately. They do a lot more nerfing nowadays, or a bit more nerfing nowadays than making an item stronger, and that's sad. But this is one of the few items that they made stronger. Well, the players seem to be happy with the game, as you can see. I don't know if it's an advertisement, what you're looking at, that the players play the game or don't play the game right now. Stupid advertisement. Well, you get what I'm dealing with all the time. Okay, evolution of balance laws in AQ, also known as Goggs Tavern, that I have to deal with all the time. Have heart attacks saying 500 plus damage per turn. Whine and cry about everything being overpowered. Befriend and use AE staff like Cray to nerf and kill. Not just transcend balance lords. I think we might have seen enough of this. Take my word for it. This is the day in the life with me. I go to 8Q chat now. Don't even know what this is. This is just one day. What is? Weed out what Loops Booble keeps talking about in the game. Loops Booble keeps is Loops Booble even here right now? There he is. When they do talk, they're not talking about the game half the time. They're talking about things unrelated to the game in AQ chat. Chaotix is finally coming on all sober now, and before all sober kept bad mouthing him behind his back. Is Chaotic mod? I don't know. If he starts trouble, since I know who Chaotic is, I might need to ban him or something if it needs to come to that. Whatever Corbin wants me to do with him. Players like Cloud anyways have stopped supporting AQ with money. And Cloud used to be a whale. And Smate, who used to play the game also known as Loops Boober here, he is mediocre when playing the game. He stopped caring as much about playing the game and threatens that he will quit the game if they ever nerfed Doomlight. that's it, and that's it for Discord. You see what I need to go through all the time. This is what wheels in the game. If you ever join Corbin's Discord server, you realize that wheels in the game don't want to spend money on the game as much as they used to. I go to Napalm Done. This is what I would recommend players play instead of a queue. You don't playing this beta, and from Mobile Avengers Alliance and download the beta right here, you're going to notice that there's a big difference between AQ and Mobile Avengers Alliance Redux, which because it actually cares about the players and is a free game even, it's far superior than even Adventure Quest lately. Hate saying it. The player base actually cares more about the game that they're building than what AQ does, the developers that are getting paid to build it. Sorry. That's we'll visit Mobile Avengers Alliance real quick, and then I'm going to end off. Goopy. See, he cares. He knows what players go through all the time. Join MAA Discord server, MAA Redux Discord server through the link. Go to the Discord link and join Corbin's Discord server, and I suggest playing a game that actually cares about you for once. They like this game so much that they're very oftentimes building it for free. General. When these players talk about something, it's usually on topic. And it's not complaints about the Nerf Lords all the time. Most of these posts are complaining about the devs being stupid or nerfing stuff or balancing things, but are actually focused on playing the game as it should be. This looks like they're actually having fun playing the game and building it. I don't know why this is blacked out. Look, Mobile Adventures Alliance got this good by doing polls. Well, there you have it. This is what you should probably play instead. My book, by my books. Bye.